He is a very, very interesting character. I don't think I've ever met anyone quite like him before.
We went and visited Harry Knowles' place in Austin.
He runs a website called Ain't It Cool?
Single children. I kind of thought that, you know, he's a movie critic. Thought maybe he wouldn't be the nicest of people.
This would be one of those days you can't remember on your journal because too much stuff happened.
Yeah, you're like, did we do that all in one day?
I think everyone was thinking he was going to rip each one of us apart.
This guy is like important, and we all got a little nervous. I was intimidated he was going to rip us apart. Psycho.
Yeah, Red Elvis.
Kind of scary.
It's like Elvis impersonators from.
Psycho.
Even like the top Hollywood people are scared of him.
They're worried about what he's going to say.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hey. Oh, doing fine.
He's a pack rat. It was just jam-packed with shit. And not like stupid shit.
Statues and posters and videos and scripts.
The whole place was decked out with paraphernalia. It was crazy. Like, I mean, anything that you can imagine.
He had a really hard time with all 6 of us in there.
I originally wanted to start off being an actor. That was my goal originally. And then the dolly hit me, and I said, well, I could be a human slug, you know? It was like kind of depressing. So I sort of gave it up and started doing the site. The site took off so well. It was sort of like, why should I do any acting?
But now you get
then because it's about movies, people want me to do cameos.
And he was so down to earth, and he was so real.
I get to be in John Carpenter's next film. He's doing a movie called Ghost of Mars, and he wants me to play a disembodied head on a pike.
Oh, wow.
So I can't wait to do that. They're gonna have to do the whole mold of my head thing.
Harry Knowles is one of the coolest dudes I have ever met in my life. He kicks so much ass.
He was like a big teddy bear.
Come on out back.
You have a cemetery?
Yeah, well, you know, Halloween just happened.
We've heard you're really controversial as well.
You know, I mean, it depends to who. Right? I mean, to like us, I'm like tame.
Yeah,
right?
we were like, oh, he's gonna like
kill
slam us.
No, I mean, I'm controversial to sort of executive types. It started off me in my bedroom, and you know, it was just, I figured when I started the site, because I didn't know if I was going to die or live because of the back injury, and I didn't have medical care, so I was researching about back injuries and stuff like that online. I decided that what I needed to do, you know, I wanted people to know who I was if I died.
I was really impressed that, I mean, he brought himself from just the point of being paralyzed in bed to where he is right now.
It was me, my love affair with movies, my, you know, experience collectibles and all that stuff, and then the life I lived, you know, traveling to Mexico, climbing mountains and pyramids, you know, living with other cultures, you know, that sort of stuff. Took off for some reason. And other people decided to give me their stories, and so I started running them. And it sort of went from there. A lot of the reports are just normal people. On Godzilla, when it was shooting up on Wall Street, I had Wall Street brokers going out their windows with digital cameras to take pictures of the tanks rolling down the street. And then they would come in, take the disc, put it in, feed me the thing.
That's cool.
And 15 minutes after the tank was rolling down the street, I had pictures of it up on the site, you know, and it's like, and it's real. And it's written up by real people. It's bizarre. When I first found out the quote, the power people from Hollywood were reading was about Independence Day. And I was getting letters from the writer-producer, Dean Devlin. Once I started reading the press that my site started getting, and they started talking about how I was the democratization of journalism, I was like, my God, $5 words, you know, to describe the guy posts what other people say. I didn't really know the influence the site had till I went out to LA the first time. Then when the execs would come up and they would say, hi, I'm vice president of Sony. Hi, I'm president of Sony. Hi, you know, every meeting starts with reading your software. Every night, what the hell are you talking about? Right? You know, that's made up, make believe.
He's doing what he loves, and I hope someday, you know, one of these days I'll figure out what I want to do, and you know, be able to be successful.
The executives they can't look at a movie and say this is a bad movie, right? Because that's their opinion, and they can't trust their opinion. If they take responsibility for it, then they can be fired, right? So what they try to do is they do the test screenings and then say, well, you know, we did it right. The audience just doesn't like this type of movie, right? You know, and they use the numbers to protect their own jobs. What I thought was, well, geez, if critics are being manipulated, if journalists are manipulated, and then all these news organizations are beginning to be owned by these corporations that make the movies, then people aren't ever really getting real responses or like feedback or consumer reports on the films.
I learned a lot from him, actually. I really did. I felt like he knew what was up.
And I will hang out with him again.